Alright, it's Friday, and we're here at Tyler Whitcomb's Tenino Western, an N-scale proto-freelance railroad. Tyler is an accomplished modeler. You can see he's got a number of his master model railroader certificates on the wall, and the railroad was great. I mean, he tore down a railroad and started this about a year and a half ago, and the progress he's made is really impressive. A lot smaller than the Mud Bay and Southern, but you know what? Just as much fun and actually just as much work to operate. Not complicated, but well thought out, good jobs. Had to work with everyone, you know, other people on the railroad, single line, main line, so you had to do passing sidings, work through the yard. We had a good time, and it was a really good crew to operate with. And, you know, what can I say? It just goes to show you don't have to have a big railroad to really make it interesting and involving. And Tyler is still finishing up some scenes on this, and I'm sure he's going to have some more tricks up his sleeve for the operators moving forward. And I look forward to getting to go back in a couple years. Now we're on Saturday morning, and Saturday we moved away from N-scale, went to S-scale. We're at Dick Carne's New York, Boston, and Westchester layout, which is designed to be a layout almost entirely run by catenary, which is really impressive because all of the catenary wire was handmade, soldered, and painted. It's amazing. The catenary is not used for power because I guess with DCC, you know, one short and it would probably melt it, so they didn't do that, but all of the cars and engines on the railroad are brass or resin kit cars. There's very little plastic. The detail's phenomenal. And while this looks like a huge railroad, it's actually in two regular sized rooms. It's really impressive because S-scale bigger than HO, and yet he got a ton of railroad in these rooms. I mean, you can tell the attention to detail is just incredible. He spent a lot of time working on it. It was fun to operate, a little more challenging with the big cars because they have real momentum with, you know, being metal and having weight to them, so you had to plan for that. And, you know, Dick even spends time doing things like on a passenger run, you have to stop at milk stations and switch out express cars. So it's more involved than your typical operations that run passenger and freight. It's a new experience overall, and I'd like to do it again. So that's 4 days in Seattle, operating on a bunch of model railroads and seeing a whole bunch of other new ones. It was great fun. I met a lot of great people, and if you get the chance to go to a OpSig type event, I highly recommend it. OpSig's the Operations Special Interest Group. The OpSig group is part of the NMRA, although I don't think you have to be a member in order to participate in an ops session. So look up your local group if you can, go to a session, and have a good time. That's all from your roving reporter, Wiley, of the TSG Wild Reporting crew. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Woo!